The Mose Flood Barrier Project, which is meant to protect the Venetian Lagoon from high tides in the Adriatic Sea, was started in 2003. By the time it is finally completed in 2018, the project will have cost approximately 5.5 billion euros. The impetus for such an ambitious project was the flood of November 4th, 1966, when Venice and the other built-up areas in the lagoon were submerged by a tide of 194 centimeters, or a little over 6 feet. The very first special law for Venice declared the problem of safeguarding the city to be of priority national interest. On the same date, 200 kilometers to the southwest, the 1966 flood of the Arno River in Florence, Italy, killed 101 people and damaged or destroyed millions of masterpieces of art and rare books. It is considered the worst flood in the city's history since 1557. It has been the prevailing opinion that the repeated flooding in Venice is caused by the combination of high tides encroaching from the Adriatic Sea into the lagoon of Venice, coupled with heavy rainfall. So the plan that was finally approved was to erect retractable barriers at the 3 inlets of the lagoon. When they are not in use, these barriers would lie flat on the seabed. Here's a side view of a barrier in the deployed position. And here's how a series of them would separate the lagoon from the sea when the need arises. I regret to state, however, that this project will be a monumental waste of time, effort, and money. It will, in my opinion, achieve the exact opposite of its stated purpose, and instead cause more flooding whenever the barriers are deployed. Simply put, what raises the water level in the lagoon is not the tide entering from the sea. Rather, it's the torrent of floodwater that comes rushing down from higher elevations that inundates the lagoon and the city of Venice. Here's a map with lines drawn from Venice to areas around it, with the high elevations marked. It's approximately 17,000 square kilometers of much higher ground around Venice. Heavy rainfall from this area will find its way into the lagoon. So since the water that floods the lagoon is actually coming from the opposite direction, the strategy should be to remove any barriers between the lagoon and the sea. This will allow for quicker drainage. Kindly email your comments directly to me at jackhontiveros@att.net. Thank you for your kind attention.